Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going to be doing a face shave now and possibly a head shave straight after it. My wife has just run me a lovely bath, which I've just had, and my back's been killing me since yesterday. I had a bit of work on it. Played football last night, probably shouldn't have, and I've been in a bit of strife since, so I'll probably give it a bit of a rest this week and see how we go. Anyway, onto the shave. Wolf Whiskers Wolf Spice made by K Shave Works. This one, scent wise, sits around about 5 scent strength, very powdery, very talcum powder scent. Smells very similar to the Holy Black Gunpowder Spice. But yeah, it's very, very nice. It does remind me of when I was younger. My mum used to use Kutikura talcum powder back in Scotland. I don't think we can get it over here, but it was a very, very good medicated talcum powder for nappy rash and rashes and skin conditions and stuff like that, just to keep you dry. So very good stuff. I'm going to obviously pair that up with the Wolf Whiskers. I haven't used this brush for a little while now. Still love this brush. My first synthetic Wolf Whiskers, which I got on a tray from Troy Hove, who at this moment in time is actually trying to fix my Gillette Slim 1967 or whatever it is. Great condition, but it's just something up with it. So I haven't even put any water in the bowl. I am very, very tired today, as you can see with the old bags under the eyes, because I slept literally zero last night. I want to try and put myself up, feel a little bit better, because later on Celtic take on Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup final. So for my head shave I'm going to be using this bad boy, my Leo Frio Celtic brush. Right, so I'll just dip the tips in there, well, dip the brush in, flick out the excess. I'm going to try and load from this little tub. It is sort of annoying, if I'm honest. I'm not a fan of these little K Shave Works tubs. They look great, they're really nice to look at, but that's really where the love ends for me with this size of tub. It's not great for loading, as you can see. It's sort of, your brush pops out the side, and you've got to be more gentle with it, trying to get the brush itself, and then just wishing it about a little bit. Although I must say that the bulb, the Wolf Whiskers bulb knot, works better. I think I used the fan knot last time and it was probably just a little bit big. And you guys, if you're on the Wolf Whiskers list at the moment, like myself, I was lucky enough to get back on again. I'm so glad I have, because the new waitlist system, as much as I think it'll be sort of fairer in the long run, it's going to be tough to get on. There's only 10 spots per listing. I'm assuming there'll be sort of automatic listings here. I'm sort of hoping isn't going to have to stay up all night, as he does now, to actually get them to work. I'm hoping it's more of an automatic sort of system. I'm just going to scoop everything out here as best I can. So I think that's enough loading there. I've only got 1 day's growth. I can feel the slickness on this soap already. I love the slickness in K Shave Works. Right, wet the face, and then we'll paint this on. Add some water to the tips and whip up a superb lather. Oh, scent's really nice. Oh yeah, scent strength's easily a 6. It's even borderline a 7, if I'm honest. For a talcum powdery sort of scent, I wasn't expecting it to be this strong. And Kevin and Kelly over at K Shave Works make beautiful soaps. I did have a reaction last time I used Great Licious on my head, but I believe I've sussed that problem. Don't use a Treat Platinum in the Wunderbar. I have used the Treat Platinum in my Murgress and I don't remember having any issues, so it could be something that I get. From mixing the platinum coated blade with steel. I don't know. If I'm perfectly honest, I'm actually getting I think I'm getting some burn from this soap already. Now, before I had my bath, I think I'm getting burned from this. I might have to take this off. Let's have a feel. Timeless 0.95 open comb. second use on the treat, but I'm not sure if they're called Black Beauty blades, but it's the treat black blades. Yeah, I'm going to have to take this soap off, guys. I should be back in 2 minutes. Okay, what I've done is I've obviously washed down, took all the soap off. I was getting a reaction to it, quite a bad reaction. I could feel it really starting to burn. Very, very similar to when I used the Holy Black Gunpowder Spice. It's a very similar scented soap, so I can only imagine that there's something in both of those soaps that's the same, which has caused a reaction. Which then brings me back to the fact of, is the Wunderbar and Treat Platinum causing me any issues? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Treat carbon steel blade out, I'm going to pop in a Treat Platinum into this stainless steel Timeless and see if I get a reaction from it. Because that will then tell me that it's not the blade and it's something to do with the soaps I've been using, which is very surprising because I have used Great Licious several times and never had any problems. Have I got a pick? Well, you can't obviously pick an allergy up, but has something manifested now that's something that I don't know, something that I've changed that's now giving me a reaction to certain something in a soap. I'm going to be a bit upset if it is because I love K-Shave Works, I love the soaps. So what I've done, going with a different soap now. Now, one thing that I will say that I've done differently today, I did test lather a soap earlier on about 2 hours ago before I had a bath, and I lathered it on my face twice and then took it off. It's not a major thing really, but that might be part of the issue why it's affecting me a little bit more. I've took that off, I've not got any rash or anything from it, which is good. So I'm going to use Phoenix and Beau Citra Royale, totally opposite ends of the scale. Just give me a second, I'm just going to grab a different blade out. So I've got a Treat Platinum. I will change that over in a minute. I'm just going to wet my face and then get stuck in with this lather. Scent on this one is, according to this, let's say a Cubeba, lime and cedarwood, and it smells lovely. Scent strength out of the tub sort of 4.5, 5, but once you get some water into it, it really smells good. This has got quite a cooling sensation to it, almost like there's a little bit of menthol or something in it. It's nice. I don't think there is any menthol in it, there might be. Yeah, it feels lovely. I don't need to add any more water to this. This is pretty much spot on, if I'm honest. This is where I like to be with my lathers. It's not very often I can take a load out of a tub without adding any water, get the lather that I want in my face. But that is spot on. Yeah, very, very nice. I actually got a message from Kerry yesterday, the owner and founder of Phoenix and Beau, who put a comment on my first ever shave with Phoenix and Beau, which was a great shave. It's a sort of, I would say it's an underrated soap. It's not, it doesn't get much, I don't see it in Shave of the Days too often, even in the UK I don't see that often for a British based company. But the soaps are superb. Right, brand new Treat Platinum. So these are platinum coated blades. Now the thing that sort of gets me with this platinum is that obviously you get a reaction from it. Now my wedding ring is a, oh, good catch. My wedding ring is triple metal. I've got rose gold, yellow gold and platinum in my wedding ring. And obviously if you leave a metal on your finger for long enough, you can get a reaction from it. And I've never had a reaction from the platinum in my ring. So let's see, as always with the Timeless, very light touch. And as almost, almost, as always, very smooth. As you can see with the Timeless, it leaves a lot of residue all over your face because of the open comb on there, as you can see. Now this razor, you still got to be very careful with it, as you should be with every razor really. Residual slickness, I can tell you already, is great, it really is. The scent on this, you really get a good hit of citrus from it. It's got a nice sort of, you can smell the cedar wood, I can actually smell it. It's not something that I can normally get my nose round, but I do smell them. Let's say a cubeba, I've got no idea what it is. I'm assuming it's citrusy or whatever, but whatever's happening with this soap, it's lovely. I'm getting no reaction from the soap at all, none. And as you can see, does this stuff lather good at what? Phoenix and Beau. That's superb, look at that. That's a second lather. I haven't added any water to it from my load, just what was in the brush. And it's given me an incredible shave. Right, across the grain. Now I do find I've shaved every day for the last 3 or 4 days. When I shave every day, I get much less problems with ingrown hairs or any issues of that sort. Makes a big difference to me. This is just so efficient. This is what I mean with the residual slickness. Straight over the same area again. No problems at all. So there we go, I'm through 2 passes now. Using a blade that I thought was giving me issues, and it's not giving me any issues. Not getting any burn from it, no reaction. Just a little bit of a invigoration with the brush. And then you get this. This is my 3rd lather with this, and I'm, without a word of a lie, it's as good as some soaps I've used on the 1st lather. Beautiful scent, great slickness, easy to load, very, very easy to lather. Right, across the grain from left to right. Well, there we go. Treat Platinum back on my radar. Now this brings me back to the if something's not working for you, just stop and do something that works. I've got a great shave there, I really have. I've really enjoyed that. Wolf Whiskers, Wolf Spice by K-Shave Works. I could feel it burning straight away pretty much. The longer I left it on, the more it burned. Get it off, get something on there that you... I've never used this one of Phoenix and Beau, this actual scent, but it's nice, really nice. I'll tell you the only thing I don't like with this one, and I'll show you right now, it's the only thing that lets this soak down, and it's not actually the soap's fault, it's the tub. Can you see the belly on the bottom? Watch. See it push it up. See it going up, pops down. It really pisses me off in my draw that pops down every time I put it in. I've tried clamping it with a lid and trying to stop the air getting out, but nothing seems to work. Well, there we have it. So that was, let me just finish off with a bit of Thea's Medicated. I've got just a little weeper there, but I'm not worried about that. Thea's Medicated. Actually, stuff that. I've just chucked that down the drain. Sorry all you Thea's lovers, I don't want to waste it. I want to use something that doesn't really match. I'll go with some lemon, and before that I'm just going to pop a bit of the Shea Moisture Shave Tea Tree After Shave and Pump Prep into. This will sting like hell. Oh yeah. If you want stinging effect, this is the stuff you want. It's like instant burn. Oof. It's like chucking pure alcohol on your face and setting fire to it. I'm not even sure if there's alcohol in it, is there? No, there's no alcohol in it at all. It burns. Right, that should be dry. That dries in really, really quick. Then we'll go with, that's bloody Medicated again. Thea's Lemon, lovely stuff. Just to stick with the citrus. I've got a little bit, it's actually brought out some redness on my face. As you can probably just see here. That's not from the soap or anything like that, that's just the off of that tea tree pump stuff. Right, while that's drying in, we'll have a look at what we used. Soap, Citra Royale by Phoenix and Beau. It is, let's say, a cubeba, lime and cedarwood. It smells great, it works great, loads, ladders, slickness, it's got everything. And it's got it in good abundance, all those things, the scent strength's great. Really impressed with it. I think this tub of soap actually is quite old. I don't think it's like the latest batch that's out there. It's been in Australia for a while, it was piffed to me, or it was traded to me. It looks like it's been used quite a bit as well before, well, I'm not sure, that might be not far off what was in it, I'm not sure. But it loads great, it lathers great, it works great, it smells great. Yeah, really impressed. The razor, Timeless 0.95 open comb. I've got a brand new Treat Platinum blade in there. Didn't get a reaction from it this time, so yeah, really strange. I can only imagine the soaps that I'm using, two of which were K-Shave Works, and that gunpowder spice is what caused the problems. But I've got no real, the only burn I'm feeling now is the burn from the post-shave stuff. And other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed that, it was good. I'm going to put, I might even use that for my head shave, or will I or will I not? It's quite hot today. No, I'm not going to use it for my head shave, I'm going to use something different and go from there. Anyway guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I'm not sure how long this video was, it's probably a little bit longer than normal. But other than that, you guys take care, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.